All right, we ready? Ready to do the mail?
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's good. That's an interesting pause. All right, so first one's from Ben. Ben, Saturday nights are ripe for a fight. What's up, K100? The ratings apologists tell you Saturday night is just a bad time slot when Big Bill versus Kevin Neal fails to draw in Collision. How do you explain Saturday night's main event's monster ratings in the 80s area from 11:30 to 1 a.m. Eastern? Because wrestling was, well, Hogan and Andre were very popular. But I'll say this, bro. I said after the second week of Collision, I said this is Rampage Night 2. And it is Rampage Night 2 with better production. Like, bro, you have all this talent. Look, Joe, read the matches that they had on Collision this past Saturday night.
Let me just say this. You said that Big Bill. Well, let me
Right.
kazoo that name because that's hideous.
Big Bill.
Right. Versus who?
Kevin Neal.
Who's
Kevin
that?
Neal. Kevin
Who's
Neal.
that?
It's a giant.
I don't know who that is.
Incredible performer he's a Collision superstar. Kevin Neal. He beat him in a minute and a half. Yeah.
What's his record?
I don't know. So.
What's his record? Like, who would care about that, really? But go ahead.
Joe, what were the matches on Collision this weekend? You're muted, Joe.
Okay. Oh, so Jay White versus Dalton Castle.
When was the last time Dalton Castle was on TV?
Bro, he came out with the whole encore with the Cabana Boys, the Wings,
stuff and everything. Right?
Yeah, good showmanship, but bro, he's bland. Yeah,
we had Dalton Castle on. He hasn't been on forever. Who else?
Then you got Bullet Club Gold versus the Iron Savages.
The Iron Savages.
Okay.
Who was? Oh, that's Bear Country. I saw that. Yeah. Now they come out in these outfits, kind of like they're like, you know, rockers type, all black and, you know,
right.
Yeah.
So Big Bill versus Derek Neal. Willow Nightingale versus Diamante.
Right, Diamante's Killing's girl.
Powerhouse Hobbs versus Kevin Koo.
Who?
Kevin. And
Paid him
Kevin Koo. Koo is spelled K-U. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Darby Allin versus Christian, which, you know, that's cool. There you go. And okay, that's it.
You know, the other day I said that the only real manager in AEW is Don Callis. I'm gonna add Christian to that list. Yeah.
Next is from Eric Blanco, subject is Von Erichs. Hey, Konnan, did you wrestle with any of the Von Erichs? If so, how are they in the ring? Kerry said to be on his way to bigger things if his demons hadn't caught up with him.
Wait a minute. I'm going to answer the last question first because I remember a lot about this. You got to remember the reason the Saturday night main event thing was really popular is because no wrestling show had been on like, you know, main,
network
TV.
Yeah,
network TV, right? And it was at night because usually, what time did you watch wrestling in Atlanta? Because in Miami, it came out at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. What time? No, not the Saturday night, the regular WWE show.
Yeah, like Superstars or whatever.
Yeah. What time was that on?
9 o'clock, wasn't it?
9 o'clock in the morning or at night?
I don't remember.
At night. Okay. Well, Miami was at like 12 o'clock, right? So here it was at night, and bro, it was replacing Saturday Night Live sometimes, which was a very popular show, right? And this is what they did. If you remember, we grew up, Disco. I don't know. I don't think Joe caught any of this, but we grew up when on TV was usually the stars versus enhancement talent, right?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, and so you had to go to house shows or to the pay-per-views to see real matches. And these Saturday night live main events had the shows you weren't watching on TV, like Andre and Hogan, and they had cage matches. I remember a flag match. Hogan was like on all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was really hot because they had just done, and I don't know if you remember this, Disco. Remember they had just done some shows on MTV and they did monster ratings.
Yeah, the War to Settle the Score.
Right, yeah.
And MTV at that time, if you didn't live it, everybody watched MTV. If like you were a teenager or like a kid, or you were into music, 'cause they had pop and rock, all the top hottest groups, the newest groups, and then when rap came along, they embraced that. So that was really big to go on MTV, that which all the networks knew all the young kids were watching, and have some shows, and that's what then after that they got the deal for Saturday Night Main. Okay, now
Plus
the other one was about yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. Plus, this guy, it's just the comparison's apple and oranges. If you really wanted to compare, he would look at when Saturday Night's Main Event came back in the mid 2000s and made like 1 or 2 episodes because it wasn't popular. It's different now. It was different 15 years ago when it was back on NBC.
Yeah, well, there were less channels. MTV was huge. There's other factors that aren't in play today. And plus we're saturated with wrestling. And then the other one was who was the guy that was barefooted of the Von Erichs? Kevin. So I wrestled with him in Arena Mexico. Very cool, but kind of eccentric. And then I met Kerry in WWE, and bro, he just looked like a star. Like, they don't make guys like that anymore. He just looked like a movie star, really, to tell you the truth. And he didn't even know me, and he was very, very nice. He goes, yeah, we need guys like you here. I'm from Texas, the Hispanic thing. You got a good look, welcome on board. Like, he was really nice, and he didn't even know me. So that's what I can say about them.
The next one. So I read this next one. You didn't answer it.
Who are you talking to? You read it to who, and I didn't answer it.
No, he just answered.
Oh no, he did.
We're past the Von Erich. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yo, what up? This is Konnan, and I host Keeping It 100. My co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!